Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, today we will be talking about the standard form or the scientific notation. Now, the standard form, it is always expressed as a into 10 raised to the power n. Now, in this, what is a? A is a number. It may be equal to 1 or greater than 1, but it is always smaller than 10. And where n is an integer, and we all know what is an integer. It may be 0, it may be +1, -1, +2, -2, or any other bigger or smaller integer. Now consider real life examples. Consider a speed of light. First of all, speed of light, we know that it's a very big value. That is, it is equals to 300 million meters per second. Or on the other hand, we can consider a very small example like the wavelength of light, wavelength of violet light, and this is equals to 0.000038 centimeters, right? Now this is a very big value. This is a very small value. We can express both these values in the scientific notation form. Now, this is the method which we are learning, is the method used by the scientists. That is why we call it the scientific notation or the standard form. Now, in the standard form, the first digit, that is A, the first digit, it should be 1 or greater than 1, and it should always be smaller than 10. And it contains a factor 10 raised to the power n. So, if we have this big number, and we are asked to change this, express this big number in the standard form, what do? Here is the decimal. We'll move the decimal place backward. 1 place, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll bring it right after 3. It becomes 3.0. And see how many places do I move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it becomes 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8. Okay. Let's see this example, 0.000038 centimeters. Now, in order to change this, express this in the standard form or the scientific notation, what should I do? I'll move the decimal place towards the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This becomes 3.8 into 10 raised to the power -5 centimeters. Now, why have I written a negative sign here? Because this time I have moved my decimal places towards the right hand side. In the previous example, I moved the decimal places on the left hand side. Now I'm moving in the opposite direction, so I'm using a negative sign. So if you are asked to change an ordinary form notation number in the standard form numbers, there are 3 rules. If you follow those rules, you will be able to get the correct answer. Now what are those rules? Look at these. In the standard form, the decimal point always comes after the first digit. The first digit should never be 0. It should be 1, greater than 1, and it should always be smaller than 10. And it contains a factor 10 raised to the power n. Now look at these examples we have done. The decimal point always comes after the first digit. So here is it. The decimal point is after the first digit. The first digit should never be 0. It should be greater than 0. It should be 1 or greater than 1. So here it is 3. And it contains a factor 10 raised to the power n. Where n is an integer, it contains a factor 10 raised to the power 8. So this is the correct answer. Look at this. Here in this second example, we were having the decimal place after the first digit, but the first digit was, unfortunately, it was a 0. In the standard form, the first digit should always be a non-zero digit. It should be a number other than 0. So we'll move the decimal place forward till it reaches after 3. So I've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. So here it is 3.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 5. Now we can have more examples. So consider the following ordinary form numbers, like we can have 8, 9, 2, 4, 5, 6, 2. Consider another example, 9, 1, 4, 2, 0, 0. Consider another example, 6, 1, 5, 2. Consider another example, 2, 1, 8. Or consider an example, 32. Now all these numbers are in ordinary form. Here is the decimal, here is the decimal. We are asked to change these ordinary numbers, ordinary form numbers, in the standard form numbers. So how will we do? So these standard form numbers will be, now what we have learned, in the standard form the decimal point always comes after the first digit. The first digit should never be 0. So we will move this decimal place backward and we're going to count these places, how many places we are moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it becomes 8.92 into 10 raised to the power 6. This is a standard form number. Look at the next example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this becomes 9.14 into 10 raised to the power 5. This is the right answer. Look at this. In order to bring it after the first digit, 1, 2, 3, I need to move 3 places backward. So it becomes 6.15 into 10 raised to the power 3. Look at this. I need to move 2 places backward. 1, 2. So this is equal to 2.18 into 10 raised to the power 2. Look at this example, 32. How do we change a number 32 in the standard form? So there are 3 rules. In the standard form, the decimal point always comes after the first digit. So we'll bring it here. Step number 2, the first digit should never be 0. It should be either 1 or greater than 1 and should be lesser than 10. So this becomes 3.2. Step number 3, it contains a factor 10 raised to the power n. So what is n? How many decimal places do I move? 1. So 10 raised to the power 1. Now what if we have numbers like, small numbers like 0.0000076. Consider another example number, 0.00052. Consider another example, 0.97. Now, we need to express these ordinary form numbers in the standard form numbers. In the standard form, the decimal point comes after the first digit. The first digit should never be 0. Here in these 3 examples, the first digits are 0. So we should have a number other than 0. That is called a non-zero digit. So we'll move the decimal places in the forward direction now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this becomes 7.6. And how many places do I moved? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5. Again, a negative 5, a negative sign, because now I'm moving the decimal places in the opposite direction on the right hand side. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This becomes 5.2 into 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4. Look at this. This becomes 9.7 into 10 raised to the power minus 1. So all these numbers on the right hand side, these are all in the standard form. Now let's do a question related to the standard form. So given that there is a number x which is in the standard form 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. There is also a number y whose value is 7 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. They are asking us to evaluate x plus 8y and finally express your answer in the standard form. Okay, now we are asked to evaluate x plus 8y. First of all, what we'll do, we'll put in the values of x and y. The value of x is given in the question, that is equals to 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. Let's write that value. 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 plus 8 and y. 8 multiplied by y, the value of y is 7 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. So 7 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. Now, first of all, we'll try to open the brackets. So this bracket will be open as it is, 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. But for this bracket, we need to multiply this value by 8. So 8 sevens are 56. 56 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. Now we have these two numbers, this number and this number, and we are asked to add up these two numbers. There is a plus sign between them. So there are two methods to add up these numbers. One method is that either you change both these numbers in the ordinary form. You will have numbers in zero form, 0.00 something, 0.00 something, and then you add up numbers. And there is another easy method which is more simple, that what you do, you either change this 10 raised to the power minus 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 4, so that both these factors of 10 raised to the power n becomes identical and you can take it out common. Or either change this 10 raised to the power minus 3 and make it 10 raised to the power minus 4, or change this 10 raised to the power minus 4 and make it 10 raised to the power minus 3. So you have a choice, either change this or change this. Okay, let me change this number. So see, I'm not doing anything with the first number, I'm changing the next number. In order to make it as 10 raised to the power minus 3, what do I need to do? I need to shift this decimal place one place backward such that it becomes 5.6. And now I have a minus 4 here. When I move one place backward, I need to add 1 plus 1 such that it becomes 5.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. Now look at the previous number, 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3, 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. Now, what do you notice in both the numbers? The factor 10 raised to the power n, that is 10 raised to the power minus 3, is common between the two. So you can apply factorization technique and you can take out this number 10 raised to the power minus 3 as common. So if I took out this 10 raised to the power minus 3 common, I have 2 here. If I took out this 10 raised to the power minus 3 common, I have 5.6 here. So add up these two numbers. 5.6 plus 2 becomes 7.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. So this is the number in the standard form, and we have evaluated x plus 8y. So this is your answer, and it is in the standard form.